you know, a game that's not constantly moving forward.
Yeah, they're always like trying to find their way in.
Inching. But
yeah, and then Snake Eyes is just like.
But he'll move. I mean, he'll do it patiently, but he'll move.
Yeah.
So you can see Justin's just, all right, fine. Okay, so this is, for some reason, become a counter pick. I don't really think it is. But this is something that PR Rog told Justin to do, probably over there, to pick T-Hawk. Now, here's why he picked T-Hawk. T-Hawk has a few buttons that Geef doesn't have a very easy time of dealing with. Stand roundhouse, stand strong, crouching medium kick are all pretty difficult for Geef to deal with. And, you know, T-Hawk has a Dragon Punch as well. So he can, you know, theoretically do good things against Geef. But I think we're seeing why right now it's really not that bad. You know, Justin I think doesn't really know the buttons that well so far. I don't like this pick. I really don't.
Such a bad idea.
You know, if you're a Hawk main, if you're intent on really what? Oh my God! If you're intent on really making this work, then I think the character does beat Geef, but just by a little bit. Right. It's really not that bad.
This is not a counter pick by any stretch.
Look at that! You see him trying to. Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. Okay, so here, and I'm gonna say this quietly because he's right over there. But T-Hawk's Fierce Dragon Punch is invincible not on startup, but a little bit after that. And so if you want to do a Fierce Dragon Punch anti-air against Geef, you got to do it early. And I don't think he knows.
Yeah, so this is not a matchup that's so bad that it's worth counter picking.
No, and I'm looking after he loses here. I'm looking for Justin to go to Rufus or Adon.
Okay, I do like that follow up that time. Normally you don't want to do that because you want to be close, but Zangief is the one time. That's probably an exception. So now Justin's gonna basically try to win this on the strength of his footsies alone.
Well, you know, he's figuring out the ranges of stuff, so that's good. And Stand Fierce is a good one, too. Stand Fierce is a good normal. It's not quite as much of a bet as Stand Roundhouse because it recovers a little bit faster.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, if Justin manages to win this has nothing to do with T-Hawk being a counter pick. It's just about Justin being good with footsies.
Yeah, and it's about PR Rog coaching him right next to him right now, telling him what buttons to hit. Okay, he's not actually talking. Never mind. So Geef has a few good normals. Stand strong is useful. Crouching jab actually is really good too. Oh, there's a stun on big old T-Hawk. Only neutral grab? But why? He could have juggled. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
And now we have a big life advantage from Snake Eyes Geef against Justin, who's only so far played defense with T-Hawk. He has not had to mount an offense with him. Yeah, and we'll see whether he knows how to do that.
You know, he's just basically Snake Eyes. If they walk back and forth for the entire round, he's fine with that.
Oh yeah, so. He'll spend 50 seconds doing that. Why not? I mean, he did jump before, but I hope that that's not going to be something he goes to much more.
Because here's the problem: is T-Hawk, he can kick roundhouse and forward or whatever all he wants.
There you go. All right, so what's it going to be? It's not going to be T-Hawk. It shouldn't be T-Hawk.
Like, at that point, Justin could have hit all those buttons all he wants, and Snake Eyes could just block everything and be like, what? I can't.
Oh, don't do this, Justin. Oh, you're crazy. Well,
I'm just gonna put my head down.
I hope he learns, you know, the buttons as we're playing, and you know, nobody does that better than Justin. Nobody figures things out on the fly faster than Justin. But
I'm just gonna put my head down on this table right now, seriously, because this is.
You don't like this?
Painful to watch. This is painful to watch. I do not know Justin as a man who counter picks like this.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, you know, we've seen him, especially at Evos, pick characters that you didn't really necessarily expect him to pick as counter picks. I just don't know he's been practicing his character. It doesn't really look like it to me.
Right, and plus another thing too, it's like.
Oh, that's okay.
Plus another thing too. I mean, if Justin's gonna counter pick, why doesn't he just go with Sagat?
Right,
like that,
right. Something that's like a real actual. Oh, did he get the backdash? He did. He did. Here comes Snake Eyes. He's gonna get pressure afterwards if he wants it. Oh, sets up safe jump timing. That's smart.
So
That's smart. Didn't put himself too close for risk. You know, Ultra One would cost him the round right now. Oh. Oh, he just walked up.
I'm gonna continue putting my head down on this table. No, this is definitely a bad matchup here. This is definitely not good for Justin because he just doesn't have any experience in this fight. Why would you go to this match? I mean, maybe he just wants to practice or something, just in case he has to go up against Zangief and Snake Eyes later on.
I don't know, but this is him you know, just sending himself to losers. I mean, that's my opinion. Again, if you're a T-Hawk main and you know how to treat this matchup, then great. I do think it's a little bit of a win for T-Hawk.
But it's such a little bit of a win.
Yeah, that's the point.
And see, that stand roundhouse is not even as good as everyone thinks it is. He's just getting stand strong punched all day.
Right.
Snake Eyez is smart. He's playing this so carefully right now. He's like, you know what? I know Justin doesn't understand this, so I'm not going to give him the opportunity to learn it. You see how Snake Eyez is basically playing a nothing match? He's just not giving Justin a chance to learn this match.
And Justin just, you know, lost all that life. Ooh!
And he linked that too. Standing roundhouse counter hit and standing strong.
That's a counter hit only.
Yep.
Got him. Watch out for stun now. Oh, if he had just landed with Ultra 1, he would have been good, but he does escape the corner. But what's he going to do with it is the question. 25 seconds left on the clock, and he's got a character that has a very high damage output if he gets close. But he hasn't done that, and that could be it almost. Not quite.
It's basically, because sitting there on 3 bars
there
right
it is.
now, yeah.
I just don't understand it. But Justin is going to be in loser's bracket.
Yeah. I already gave him that look. I already gave...